Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course new makeup releases, mostly of the indie world. And you know what? Today I'm going to have a lot of sneak peeks. I don't know. There is a lot of interesting stuff coming, and certain things, it's like partial reveals and stuff like that. So super interesting to talk about and super excited to see what will be shown to us soon. Okay, sweetie, this is basically what it is. If you're new here, of course, feel free to check out my channel and also my description box. There is a link to my link tree in the description box, which will lead you to all my social media platforms in case you want to see more of me than just here. And connect there. That would be wonderful. I would love to have you here. There is also a Instagram of my rescue dogs in case you're interested in that. And today I only have one of them here, which is Dakota, which is my Belgian Malinois. The other ones are upstairs. And you know what? I figured out why last week it was the first time that my dogs were not filming with me, because you know, usually I'm alone here while I'm filming because my kids are in school. But now during summer vacation, some of my kids are at home. Sometimes all of my kids are at home, depending on, you know, if they're doing something on their own or if my husband takes them somewhere. So that's why, you know, because then they can choose either to be with my kids or with me. And yeah, down here where there is no air conditioning and me blabbering is probably then second choice. Yeah, okay, so in any case, Dakota, my Belgian Malinois, is very faithful to me, so she's like right down here. Okay, sweeties, I think we should go into it. It's not that much, I think, and that is great. That's great, because that means that I can spend more time summer vacationing with my children, which really doesn't mean that we are doing a lot of stuff. It is more like getting done with the laundry of 9 people every day. And you know, we have done actually a lot of like baking cookies and things like this stuff you can do at home, because you know, that's we're a huge family. It's very hard to go out, all of us together, you know, plus the 4 dogs. So yeah, okay, sweetie, sometimes cookies is all you have, right? All right, so let us go right into the new makeup releases. And the first one is not really, well, is it indie, is it not? I'm not 100% sure. Pat McGrath is, I don't know. So she is coming out with a Mothership, the Mothership 11 palette. Now, I was shocked. I don't know, where have all the other Mothership palettes gone that I missed? I don't know. I have no idea. I think I have 3 Mothership palettes that I never bought them myself. I got them as a gift from my husband. And he, years ago, he told me, you know what, do you want something makeup wise, then just let me know and I'm going to buy it for you. But use something or choose something that otherwise you wouldn't get. And that was then Pat McGrath. Back then I had never tried the brand and I was like, okay, so let's try it. So he bought me those palettes. Have I used them more than once? No, because I honestly felt like I have indie makeup that is so much more interesting and so much better in formula and in everything. So I never got it, why there is such a hype around the Pat McGrath palettes. I think personally, and again, that is just really my personal thing. By the way, if you hear something clicking, I have these beads here. There are 2 wooden beads here, and sometimes when I move my head, they click. Hey, Rex! We're being joined by Rex and Dante. Hey! Hey, come, Dante. Come up. You want to come up? Come. Can you come up? He is my Dutch Shepherd. He is my very large puppy. He's going to be a very large Dutch Shepherd. They're usually not like super big, but he is only 8 months old and he already has the maximum size that you find on like Wikipedia, you know, so I don't know. All right, so in any case, back to Pat McGrath, even though I'd rather talk about my dogs. Yeah, so she's coming out with the Sunlit Seduction palette. I don't know. You tell me if you see sunlit, anything sunlit here. This is more like a rosy or subdued fire. I don't know. Some color story that I don't see when I think sunlit. But okay, this is of course always you know, matter of interpretation and how you feel colors and how, so I'm, you know, I'm very, very easygoing when it comes to stuff like this, because really everybody feels colors differently and whatever. So I just feel with these palettes, from what I have seen, and again, the latest ones kind of went over my head. I don't know where they are and how they look. It just feels like there is never anything new. I don't know, this is like I could buy this exact same palette from Colourpop. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. Do I have a price? $128 for really nothing new? I don't know. You gotta be a very, very big fan of the brand, I think. Especially in these times where it is financially hard for, I think, like 90% of people or something like that. You better bring out something that is absolutely outrageously spectacular if you want to charge a price like this, you know? But that is just me. So if you are a huge fan, then of course feel free to enjoy it and like do whatever you want. For me, it is, it was not it. It was absolutely not it. And looking back, I regret that we spent all that money. We should have used it for something else, you know, because 3 palettes, you do the math. So in any case, I think though there was a sale. I think they were not full price when we bought them, or at least some of them. Doesn't matter now. Okay, so let us talk about Cleonat, because Cleonat is coming out with 2 new collections and is also restocking the Stained Glass collection. Okay, so the 2 new collections are, it's a Jeweled Light Multichrome bundle, which you can see here, and of course this looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know, I don't think I have seen swatches yet, like right here, but I'm also not really searching for stuff. If it is not presented to me right here, I'm not going to look for it, because I'm not living on social media. I don't have time for this, honestly. So yeah, so if it's not right here, I'm probably not going to have it. So this is all I'm seeing as of right now. This looks beautiful. Now again, how many shades do we have here? 11. The price for this is $259. Is this now, I think, is it US dollars? Is it Canadian dollars? I'm not 100% sure right now, because in some of the things listed here, it says Canadian dollars, and then sometimes it says it without the Canadian. So I'm not 100% sure. So you better check. But this is some expensive makeup for me, okay? I do not have any amount like this just lying around to spend on 11 shades. But again, that is just me. My money goes to my kids mostly, and then also, of course, to my dogs. And very, very little goes to makeup anymore, you know, because that's my choice that I'm making, because I'm trying to be responsible considering what I have already. But would I love to have this? Absolutely. Absolutely, no questions asked. Okay, and then also there is the other bundle, which is the Dimensional Multichrome bundle. Also this is super, super stunning. And again, I would love to see swatches. So maybe I'll get to see them at some point if I start looking for it. But yeah, so all of this looks beautiful. This bundle, the Dimensional Multichrome bundle, retails for $169. And then they also have, I think, lacquers, right? Summer lacquer. They have a summer lacquer collection, which is for me not really interesting. Okay, so in any case, this looks beautiful. Is it completely out of my realm financially? Absolutely. And I'm not ashamed to say it. It is just what it is. That's normal life. And I think a lot of people will be able to relate to that. And I personally, completely honest here, for a long time, I purchased makeup above my means. You know, above what was responsible to do, just in order to have new stuff that I can present here. And I fell for that, and I am definitely not doing that anymore. I personally do not want to care about it that much anymore, that it brings me into a situation where I'm acting that irresponsible, you know? That is just me, a life choice that I'm making. Not that I'm on a no-buy. If there is something that I really, really want to have and it really cannot wait, and usually it can, then I'm going to buy it. But as you know, my money, I'm saving everything that I can to become a dog trainer, because I'm starting the training to become a professional dog trainer in September, and you know, gotta pay for the program. Okay, so sweeties, that was basically that from Cleonat. It looks super, super nice, but this is not happening for me personally. Okay, then let's also update you on ColourPop, because last time I could only show you a tiny little sneak peek of the outer packaging. We had spoken about this Naruto collab with ColourPop. Again, I don't know who that is, who that character is. It is some anime character, I have no idea. Okay, so in any case, this is the Welcome to the Hidden Leaf Village collection. I don't know. Where is the Hidden Leaf Village? I want to go there. This sounds like a nice holiday destination where I can actually take my dogs. Alright, so in any case, you do have a palette here, and then you have, of course, all kinds of other things. You do have Super Shock shadows and cream gel liners and body gels and all kinds of stuff. Okay, what do I think about the palette? I think two things. Size, well, I think more things, but size-wise, nice. That is a nice size palette for me. That is kind of my comfort zone. Even if it would be bigger, would be my comfort zone. The second thing that I'm thinking is that it looks like a lot of other ColourPop palettes. So I don't know, it's not really that interesting to me because it looks like a lot of other palettes. But the good thing is where I think, okay, so they did well. They picked up the color scheme of the packaging. And again, I know nothing about this character, so I can't really judge it. But just from what I'm seeing here of the packaging, they picked up the color scheme super, super well and translated it into the palette, which I expect when you're doing a collab. I expect that to happen, right? So that there is some kind of connection to the color scheme, to the characters, to stuff like that. Okay, this is basically what it is. And this, let me see, has this launched? This has launched already, in case you want to pick this one up. Do I have prices? I don't have prices, but it should not be super extremely Pat McGrath level expensive. Yeah. Okay, then let's also talk about Profusion, because this actually made me smile. So they're coming out with the Profusion and Jurassic Park collab. And why did this make me smile? Actually, because of the names. Because, okay, so they put, of course, the Jurassic Park logo on everything, and they're kind of trying to give it a Jurassic Park vibe, which is kind of cute because, for example, when you look at the palette, you see those, I don't know, does one say claw prints or paw prints? I don't know how does one say that, how one says that when it comes to dinosaurs, but it's kind of cute. Do I need this? No, but it's kind of cute. Now, with all the other things, how they called the items, like let me just give you an example. The Dilophosaurus mineral setting spray. It is so random. It's like, this is mind-boggling. Yeah, or the Dixite liquid bronzers. It's it's very funny, honestly. Kind of feels almost a little bit desperate to just really try to get the Jurassic Park theme into the collection. But I guess this is how you would do it, right? I don't know. I've never come up with a collection. I guess this is what you would do. Overall, I think it's cute. It is, though, I don't know, it's too childish for me. Sorry. And Profusion is also not really a formula that I'm vibing with too much, so this is going to be a pass for me, but I definitely wanted to show you in case you are liking this. Yeah. Okay, let us talk about Moira Cosmetics, because Moira Cosmetics is coming out with 16 new Diamond Days liquid shadows that are now available. They retail for $8.50 each, or for all 16 you can have them in a bundle for $119. Okay, you see the shades here. I think this looks actually really, really pretty, especially the top row. You know, now for me, maybe you know, if you have been here for a while, you know that liquid eyeshadow is nothing I will use ever, because stuff like this, I have already a lot of problems anyway with creasing and stuff, and liquid shadows, unless they are made out of, I don't know, some kind of chameleon skin or something, they will crease on me and it's going to look like a hot mess. But just shadow wise or shade wise or color wise, the top row would be the perfect thing for just like a one shade look. Like, just put it on and put on some mascara and be out of the house. This how it looks. This is how it looks for me, you know, and that is actually very, very cool. Now, is that necessarily what I'm doing? Not really, but I don't know. Once I get into the active dog training and maybe also have then, God willing, customers in that field, I might have to do makeup like that, because I might not be able to sit here for an hour and do makeup, you know. So we shall have to see what things will change, or which things will change in my life because of that. Do I have a problem with that? Absolutely not. I can go this way or that way. I am not bound to anything. Do I enjoy my dramatic, colorful looks? Absolutely. Can I go with very simple or with neutral makeup or with very, I don't know, very undramatic makeup? Absolutely. You know, I have no issue there, so that's great. Okay, so in case you want to check this one out from Moira Cosmetics, this is available now. And then let's also talk about Holograph Cosmetics, because they're coming out with eyeshadow bases. Also, this is available now. They retail for $15 each, and I wanted to definitely show you this because I think eyeshadow bases are so important, and especially I feel when you're doing colorful looks, to have a very good base. Or if you're using, for example, special shades, you know, or even glitters, to have, for example, a black base to put those special shades on or to put those glitters on, it can make a whole world of a difference, you know. Have I ever had a black base? No. I'm still like, I kind of try to not buy what I not absolutely need. So how am I faking it? I'm basically putting on a black eyeshadow and then applying the glitter or whatever, the special shade on top of it. It is not the same though. It does not work as well. I'm just, you know, trying to save the money for my dog training. But in any case, just saying that if you are, you know, trying to play with shades like this might be that one thing that brings you to the next level, you know. You probably hear my husband driving into our property right now. So yeah, so that is that. This is available now from Holograph Cosmetics. You do have a beautiful cold purple here, and I have to be very careful when I'm saying this, because last time in whatever connection I spoke about a beautiful cold purple, and I love cold purples, in a palette, because it actually, when I look at it here on my phone, it looked like a cold purple, and then when I edited and I took the screenshot from the computer, it was not that cold anymore, you know? So I don't know, but what I'm seeing here right now is a cold purple, and that is so beautiful. And also the white and the black, and of course you see all of the shades here. All right, so let us move on to Notice Beauty, because they're coming out, I think it is Shadows of the Moon. I don't know. It doesn't say the palette name here on the... Now my husband is coming home with like 4 of the kids. You're going to hear a lot of kids talking now. Yeah, welcome to summer vacation. Okay, it doesn't say the palette name here. I just see it like on top of the palette, but it is cut off a little bit. So I think it's Shadows of the Moon, but I'm not 100% sure. So this beautiful new palette is inspired by villains, and it's featuring some holo shimmer shades, some shimmer mattes. What? Shimmer mattes, okay. Duochromes and mattes. Okay, so this is coming on August 1st, and this has, I think it has already gone up for pre-order. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks. Now, I don't know the villains. I think according to the shade names that is possible. Beyond that, color scheme wise, I don't really know. When I think about villains, I always think like it could be like a dark gray, I don't know, black, and this kind of a color scheme. But maybe I'm thinking too small. You know, that's very possible. Okay, but other than that, it looks super beautiful. It looks like a very fun palette, and I'm very grateful for that. It's either a super dark blue or a black in the corner there. Absolutely beautiful, and the shades look stunning. So yeah, Notice Beauty. This is coming on August 1st, but you can already pre-order in case you want to. Then let's talk about Enchanted Luster, because they're sneak peeking something, and that is kind of a very, very cool idea. Scary already, and we spoke about the whole scary stuff last time also. But in any case, they're sneak peeking the Ghost Assassin palette. Yeah, so this is this is all I know as of right now. The release date is August 1st, so this is right around the corner. Definitely next time we're going to talk about the details, probably. Yeah, and this is exciting. I think the you know, most brands that are coming out now with some kind of a scary thing are doing a super nice job to, I don't know, to have it in a more sophisticated way, you know. And I really like this Ghost Assassin, and then this cloud and stuff. I think this is super nice. You know, do you remember the releases where you just have like I don't know, daggers and axes and stuff on the outer packaging and blood dripping? I think that is too flat for me. It's too flat, it is too cheap. I don't like it, you know? This is cool. This is very cool. Okay, sweeties, then let's go on to another brand that is doing a super good job when it comes to just that, what we just spoke about, this whole scary theme, but in a very sophisticated way, handled in a very sophisticated way. Okay, so I think last time we spoke about a sneak peek from Goldberg Cosmetics in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny, and it just said something deadly is coming. And now I can show you basically the outside of the packaging and part of, so this is a partial reveal, part of the palette. So this is the Nightshade palette, and I was celebrating this when I just saw, I hadn't even seen the partial reveal of the color scheme, when I just saw the outside of the packaging and I saw what they were going for with the deadly theme. I was celebrating them so bad, because it is just such a nice way of doing things. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. Awesome. And then of course I saw the partial reveal of the color scheme, and the celebration continued, because this looks stunning, you know. I already told you last time that I am expecting great things, because when Angela, who is Doodles by the Bunny, when she has her hands on something, it turns into gold. You know, it's very beautiful. Everything that she's coming out with, also outer packaging and also color schemes of the actual palette, is always super beautiful. And of course, Christina, the owner of Goldberg Cosmetics, is super amazing to work with. So yeah, so this is beautiful. I don't know if I'm getting this. I hope so, because I'm on the PR list of Goldberg Cosmetics. If I get it, then of course you're going to be seeing it here, and of course you will see looks on my social media. This shall be amazing. There is also something else, because I read in some of the comments to a post like this that what about the second palette or something like this. I don't know if there is more coming. I don't know. So if there is a companion palette coming to this or something else, don't be surprised. I don't know where that person, whoever that was, had that information, where this came from, or if it just was a misunderstanding or just a random question. I don't know, or maybe it was just sarcastic. I have no idea, but in case there is going to be a second palette, don't be surprised. Another sneak peek that I wanted to give you is from Inslay Cosmetics, because they're saying that in August this year they're coming out with this Strawberry Moon palette. And of course you can see here also in the color scheme that this is, stop honking. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, this is the color scheme, and this shall be fun. If the color scheme is reflected in the actual shades of the palette, this shall be super much fun. Yeah, so it says here Strawberry Moon is back and has been completely revamped with our new and improved matte formula, 3 additional multi-chrome shades, and brand new artwork. Okay, so color story looks like orange, pink, turquoise, blue, super nice, purple. You know, this could be super, super nice. The official launch date will still be announced, and of course we're going to talk about it once I have the actual palette in front of me. Okay, let us talk about something else that is going to come soon, and that is from Ladybug Glow. They're going to release something cool in August, and it says here, new releases coming in August. So this is basically all I know. Okay, but I have been watching Ladybug Glow from afar for quite some time, and I think they have something going there. So definitely have this brand on your radar. I think they have something really, really cool going. I have not tried the brand myself yet, but my super good friend Erica Conger has been trying the brand. Also the eyeshadow formula, also the lippies, those multi-chrome or shifty lippies, I don't know exactly how they're calling them, and she's a super big fan. So just saying, let's see what they're coming up with. According to the color scheme of the sneak peek, this shall be nice. This shall be something that Leorah would like. Okay, let's also talk about a sneak peek from Clemenatrix Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Sugar and Spice palette. Okay, it says here, this is the perfectly sweet everyday eyeshadow palette with a little bit of spice. They created the perfect everyday palette with the unique flavor combinations with the aim to make it approachable for every skin tone and makeup preference. That is impossible. I don't think that is possible, but it is nice to aim for it, definitely. This shall release on August 6th, and yeah, super excited to see what they're coming out with. I am very much into neutral makeup too, you know, if it is a nice balance. I think with neutral makeup and with these kinds of palettes, the most important thing is that there is a nice balance in the palette and that it is not too flat, you know. But I do believe that Clemenatrix Cosmetics is doing a very good job with stuff like that in general from what I've seen so far, so we shall see. Okay, let us talk about Sugar Drizzle, because Sugar Drizzle is coming out with the Mojito palette. We spoke about the sneak peek already last week, the what was it called, right? Mojito Because Summer palette, right? Okay, so now I can show you, of course, the inside of the palette. I have tried Sugar Drizzle already a couple of times. I really, really like the brand. And this is, of course, the color scheme that I said would be, right? So yellow and greens. Okay, now I have to say, when I saw the palette first, I did not see the swatches first, I saw the palette first. I thought it was a little bit flat. For me, for my personal makeup taste, okay? Then I saw the swatches, and there you see the third shade from the top is actually quite dark, which is the matte that is in the bottom left corner of the palette. And I did not expect that matte to be so dark, you know, on the swatches. So on the swatches, it looks perfect. In the palette, I don't know, that matte looks a little bit lighter than on the swatches, so I don't know. But on the swatches, it looks perfect. This is the perfect palette. So nice, really, really, really nice. And I also really like that there is this blue in there and stuff to like give it a little bit of a twist. I really, really like that. So this retails for $35, and it will release on August 4th, in case you're interested, from Sugar Drizzle. Okay, let us talk about Makeup by Kiwi, because they're coming out with the Color Me Nude eyeshadow palette. This is also a 9-pan palette, and of course you also see here the swatches. I think this is actually really, really cute. You know, there is enough balance here. There are, you know, some lighter shades, but also a nice mid-range, plus then of course the black makes a lot of sense. And also the outer packaging is super cute, and then of course the whole theme, Color Me Nude. Yeah, okay, so this retails for $29, and this is available now in case you want to check this one out. This has mattes and shimmers. Okay, then let's talk about this one here from Indie Beat Cosmetics. They're coming out with the Goblin King collection. So you do have the palette for $35, the Goblin King palette, and then you do have the Magic Dance Duochrome glosses in 5 shades for $15, I think each, probably, and then the Goblin King Silver Face Bath for $22, and all of this is available now in case you want to check this one out. Color scheme of the palette, really, really nice, loving it. And also those glosses, I so badly want to try something like this, so badly, really, because kind of, there are a lot of brands, I don't know if a lot, but I have been speaking now about several brands in the last, I don't know, the last month, who are coming out with glosses that have this multi-dimensional shift and things like that. And I've actually seen one of them from Ladybug Glow on Erica Conger's lips, and it looked amazing. But the girl also has really beautiful lips. You know, so in any case, this is what it is. Color scheme looks super pretty, really, really nice. And in case you want this, then of course feel free to check it out. It is now available. Then I need to give you an update and also a new release from Sydney Grace, because we spoke about the Love's Journey palette last time from Sydney Grace. And there are actually 2 more palettes that were shown after I had filmed. You know, the first one was the Love's Journey palette, and I kind of also need to correct something what I said last time about that palette, because I said this is a beautiful palette, I love it. I would just make it a little bit darker in the mid-range tones, because it felt like it was very, very light tone heavy. Now, what I didn't know back then is that this palette comes in 2 versions, one's for light and one's for dark. And I didn't know that. And I would probably then buy the one for the darker shades, or for the darker, wait, how does one say that? For light and deep, I don't know. My preference is deep. Let's just say it like that, okay? So I would then buy the darker one, because I don't need all these light shades, right? I'm very comfortable with the mid-range and the dark, and just a few light shades. That is my preference. So, and I didn't know that back then, right? So, but still, the whole color scheme, the whole concept, the whole idea, and all of that, loving it. What I then also saw was the Heaven on Earth palette. Same thing, also comes in a lighter version and in a darker version for $52, and super, super beautiful, super stunningly beautiful, this palette, you know, absolutely wonderful. I have not tried have I tried Sydney Grace? I don't think so. You know, these 2 palettes I would definitely want to try, really. Yeah. Okay, and then they're coming out with a 9-pan palette, which is the Raspberry Kiss palette for $36. I think, according to what I'm reading here and what I'm seeing, that one comes in that version. There is not a light or a deep version. This is what the palette is. So yeah, this is the Christmas in July release collection, what they're coming out with, and I think this looks beautiful. Really, 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 really nice. All right, sweeties, and I think that is it. Let me just double check that I didn't forget anything. Yep. This is it, sweeties. We have made it through, and I can go offline and cool down because it is so incredibly hot. Also, the garbage pickup just came and is making a lot of noise on the street, and guys, this is how the summer is going to be. A lot of interruptions, my kids walking in, my dogs walking in. Also, in the middle of me talking, my husband walked by and unlocked the door here right next to my room and stuff like that. This is how it is going to be, and what can I do? It's real life, right? Okay, sweetie, let me know in the comments what you think about this week's releases. If you're going to buy something, or if you're saving up money for something that is very dear to your heart, then let's talk about it. I would love to know if it's something that is for the public, you know. Okay, and wait, I forgot to tell you what I'm wearing today. Okay, what am I wearing on my face today? It's actually a combination of 2 palettes from Unearthly Cosmetics. So this is the Not Normal palette. This was when it still was Alien Cosmetics. I think they have relaunched this palette with the new brand on it in the meantime. And this is how the palette looks. A beautiful, beautiful palette. I actually wanted to do a neutral look with these tones, and then my brush went into this one. And then this happened. Okay, and for the shimmers, I actually used the All I Ever Wanted Volume 2 palette from Unearthly Cosmetics, which looks like this. Super, super stunning, amazing, love it. Okay, and on my lips, I actually also have something from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's the lippy lip gloss Cupid. Okay, so yeah, I just thought that I'm going to give it these palettes some love because I haven't used them in quite some time. All right, sweeties, that is what it is from me for today. Of course, yeah, feel free to comment, check out my description box, and check out my social media. I would love if you would follow me there in case you want to, and of course, give the video a like and follow me here, subscribe to my channel. It costs you nothing and it helps me, so that would be wonderful. And as always, I'm going to see you here super soon for my next video, which is most likely next week around that time. And up until then, never forget to sparkle, sweeties. Don't forget to sparkle. Love you so much. See you then. Bye.